Rooted in the golden self, embodying 5D on Earth. Episode 8. This is the series conclusion. The field of grace. Grace is not reward. Grace is not earned. Grace is the natural state your being returns to when resistance dissolves and your inner coherence becomes soft, spacious, harmonious. Grace is the atmosphere of the golden human, effortless, serene, luminous, benevolent. Grace is not something that happens to you. Grace is what you become when you stop resisting your own light. Grace whispers rather than shouts. It arrives not through striving, achievement, or performance, but through softening, opening, slowing, and allowing. In the field of grace, life reveals its quiet symmetries. Moments align, synchronicities blossom, doors open, burdens lift, and the world seems to move toward you with gentleness. Grace is the sublime intelligence that holds you when you cannot hold yourself. It is the numinous hush beneath chaos, the golden thread running through every breath. The essence of this episode is the remembrance that grace is not separate from you. It is the natural radiance of your being when you live from coherence, softness, and presence. Grace is your most delicious softness made visible. Grace is your most exalted peace made practical. Grace is what your life becomes when you finally trust the light you are. Grace arises through softening. The golden human does not force alignment, they relax into it. Grace becomes the moment your nervous system unclenches and your breath becomes a doorway instead of a shield. Grace reveals itself through receptivity. To live in grace is to allow life to meet you, not to chase, not to grip, not to control, but to receive. Grace is the field where the heart and mind reunite. When the mind stops demanding resolution and the heart stops bracing for impact, your entire field becomes a warm, coherent glow. This glow broadcasts into reality, shaping events, timelines, interreactions, and outcomes through your mere presence. Grace is the Elysian intelligence of life flowing unhindered through you. When resistance dissolves, life moves you with softness, clarity, and precision. This is the field of grace, life without friction. Grace is the quiet mastery of the golden human. Grace is not passive. Grace is not weak. Grace is the most powerful force because it is the most coherent. Where force fractures, grace unifies. Where effort strains, grace harmonizes. Where fear contracts, grace expands. Ritual, entering the field of grace. Find a quiet, clean space. Sit or lie down with your hands resting gently over your heart and solar plex. Close your eyes. Set no intention. Hold no agenda. Breathe softly. Whisper inwardly. Grace finds me when I soften. On your inhale, imagine the breath as warm, golden emerald mist entering the heart. On your exhale, imagine your entire body melting into a field of softness. Feel your ribs loosen. Feel your jaw ungrip. Feel your belly warm. Feel your heart unclench. Feel your spine soften. Imagine a vast, luminous meadow inside your body, a field of grace where everything is allowed to bloom in its own timing. Let yourself rest inside this meadow until your entire being feels serene, open, and benevolent. Remain until you feel touched without being touched. Today's affirmation: the field of grace. I soften and grace arrives. I open and grace flows. I trust and grace becomes me. I am the field of grace in motion. Repeat until the words dissolve into breath, until breath dissolves into warmth, until warmth dissolves into your whole luminous field. Let bliss rise. Let the numinous hum. Let grace become your atmosphere. When you walk in grace, life feels less like something to manage and more like something that gently unfolds through you. Notice how conversations soften. Notice how synchronicities multiply. Notice how the world becomes warm in your presence. If today's episode brought a shimmer of felicity, bliss, or serene remembrance into your field, I warmly invite you to like, comment, save, and share so others walking their golden path may enter their own field of grace. And until we meet again in the next chapter, may grace surround you, may radiance carry you, and may your golden human essence bless everything you touch. I love you. I'm sending you oceans of compassion.